Hello everyone, Jesse here. It's 7:53 a.m. I've been up since like 5:45 this morning. Not bad. Pardon the cancer state. Kids don't smoke. Adults, you know better. Um, so this might be like one of the last videos you see of me in this position. Hello! Daddy's vlogging. Daddy didn't turn his cell phone silent either. Him again. I haven't watched her in a while. Battery, oh, what the hell? I swear these phones have a mind of their own. They're smarter than me is what it is. I got a phone and it's smarter than me. And that's sad. I'm scared I'm gonna break it. Where's the volume? There's the volume. I forgot. It's on the back of the phone. It's not on the back, it's on the back. Like, everything's here. It's great. I like that. Anyways, so this might be one of the last videos you see of me, like, in this position. Because I'm moving. Told you I was. So, I'm tired. But we got the house and we're moving. Anyways, I didn't have a great start to the day this morning, and I'll let you know why. Very valid reason, no kind of drama of like some sort. Well, I guess it is a drama of some sort, not like you're thinking. Alright, so I'm going to show you what I got in the mail. It's not opened yet though. So I've been working with this, studying with this. You know, I don't even have to say. I don't even have to say because it's none of anybody's business. I've been studying with this person, and they sent me something, and it's a specialized. What I can do with the stuff in this box is good. So, something I needed, and this was specifically handpicked and all that for me. So, anyways, got that in the mail the other day, and I got all the gifts in the mail the other day. The people that got their address to me really quick, and the few I chose a few that already had their address. They'll get these specific gifts because these gifts are not cheap. Well, it's not like they're not like hugely expensive, but they're not cheap, and it's not going to be cheap to send them out individually in a box. But I want to do that. So a bunch of shit came in, and I think the mail lady might be out there, but I'm just going to let her set the package down and say I wasn't home. Because I don't want to get up and stop this video anyway. So, I didn't want to go too deep or anything, but like I said, when I woke up this morning, I was fine until I come in here and turn on the computer, of course. And usually, you know, I'm the type of person now that I'm getting to the point where if I get on Facebook, I don't scroll down. I don't. So I've stopped scrolling down. Like, every now and then I'll catch myself doing it, but then I'll stop. So I don't know if that's some kind of evolution up there, is like, don't scroll down because you don't need to see whatever that is. Lily. Because literally I can go scrolling down through there and I'll see shit that's posted from yesterday, and I'll see stuff that's posted today, and then I get to read, and you know, some things will piss me off, and some things will make me sad because it's like my family, or it's like my friends and my family, and I see people, you know, oh God, I post rest in pieces when people pass away in my personal life, you know, but anyways, whatever. I've kind of stopped scrolling down. So I logged in this morning and I see something that's been posted to my timeline. It was posted by my ex, which I get along with. Fine, I have no problem with that, my ex. But it's a got all the way to 4029, which is Fayetteville, Fort Smith, Fayetteville TV. And Lily, Daddy's making one of his last videos in the apartment, and you're totally bombing it. So this post is spreading. So it was a missing children's post. And before I go any further, this is what I was going to talk about. And this was like, I don't want to go so deep, but I want to give you a little bit of, you know, knowledge, or I don't know, I want to give you a little bit of information. Because you don't have, like, I don't have a clue what's going on in your town, in your neighborhood, you know what I mean? I don't know what's going on in on your street, if you will, and you don't really know what's going on in mine or here, but this is something. Okay, well, first of all, I'm going to say, when I first moved to Murfreesboro, this town, it was because I was taken away from my parents and put into a home. Me and my brother were put into a home with a couple, and that was my first real experience with this town. And I'm gonna even go this far. I had, as a kid, my parents would occasionally, we would go to Hot Springs, which is a large city. That's where I live now, my new address. But we would go to Hot Springs, and we would go to Walmart. Like, this is first when Walmart first started getting really big, you know. And we would go to Walmart, and we would go to, like, I don't know, a couple other places, maybe in Pizza Hut or whatever. And that was my first time ever seeing an African American person, is when I would go to Hot Springs. I can't tell you the year I first recognized the label of a race other than mine. I just never have been around anyone of any other color but white. And when I was forced to live in this town it has all types of people here. And so it was kind of like a weird fishbowl effect, because like where I lived and went to school was just all white, and I didn't really know anything other. And of course I've seen, you know, people of other races, the label races on TV and stuff like that, but never, you know, been around someone of a different malignant color. And so it was very interesting. So I had no problem with it. It was just like, I didn't have anything. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know how to act. I didn't know and this is so real. This is so real. There's so many of my classmates are the exact same way. We were all raised there. We never left there. We were just occasionally, and I think that my community that I lived in has been all white, and it has always been all white for like ever. And anyways, so I was made to come here, and then I was bullied heavily. And the reason I was bullied heavily starting right away was because who I lived with. I went from a complete rags to riches story, and I didn't ask for that. I didn't want that. And it was too much. It was too much too quick. My brother got caught up in it. I didn't get caught up in it, but my brother did. But it was like, it wasn't just a comfortable home. It was a seriously comfortable home. They lived they lived very well, very, very comfortably. There was, everything in the world you can think of. And so it was a rags to riches story. And I was bullied strictly because of that. And then they started in like 5th grade, that's when they started bullying me for being non-heterosexual. And so they had 2 reasons. I was a rich boy and I was gay. Yeah, okay. Like double down, right? So I never wanted to live that life, and then I moved in with my grandparents, and although they had the similar size of bank account, which really is everybody knows here, but they didn't live as extravagantly as the previous place. My grandfather, he was notorious for being a penny pincher. Um, it made me laugh a lot because I knew he could afford anything that he would want to purchase, and there was always like, he would say, well, it should be a little bit cheaper or something, you know. Anyways, so I still lived with my grandparents, and they did have money, and so I was put on a pedestal, as I was put on a pedestal with the previous place that I lived, a pedestal I didn't choose to be standing on. I didn't want to be that. So, and I never lived the riches. I didn't like the riches. I wasn't, and I'm still not worried about the physical. I'm not worried about anything like that. No, no. So I don't like live extravagantly, and I never have, and I never will. But it got me bullied. But this brings me to the reason I started the vlog anyways, where I said I didn't have a good day, is that what I chose to do when I lived with my grandparents is I lived a normal life. I didn't hang out with the elite, the uppity ups, the rich folks, the rich kids. I never did, ever. I was never friends with the rich people, with the rich kids. You know, I have to put it this way because it's the damn truth, and what else other way can I say it? I didn't hang out with them. I didn't drive, I didn't wear fancy clothes. I didn't wear Nikes, even though my grandparents could afford that. I never did. I never once made them purchase me any type of clothing that was like really expensive, nothing like that. It was just regular clothing. And all my friends can attest to this. I never lived big. I never wanted big. Like, the only thing I always asked for each Christmas was a piece of technology. Nothing really expensive. If they could have, didn't have to buy something really expensive. And thankfully my grandfather did purchase me a computer, and I got into computers, and that was a good thing. But anyways, I never lived. What I did was hung out with the regular folk, and that's how I'm gonna put it. I hung out with the regular guys, the regular girls, and my best friend, his father was a trucker and his mother was a CNA, and I spent many nights and many days there, way more than, like, I would rather have been down there with them, and they lived in a trailer, which is not a big deal, but I would rather have been down there with them than living in a big, large house, with the air conditioner down really low. But anyways, so what you do is you get to know people, and I didn't choose to get to know the people. I got to know the regular, common people of the area, and that's what brought me to this right here. Is that there's staple names in this town. I'm a staple name in this town, but there's staple names in this town, and you get to know them, and it's either like I don't know how to explain it, but you get to know certain people. You choose not to know certain people, and you choose to know certain people, and I have always been the one to have been around the people that has just had like the rough life, the roughest life, and it's a miracle that we're still alive and all that kind of shit. So I saw this post this morning on my Facebook timeline, and it says missing in Arkansas. The Center for Missing and Exploited Children, and it's got a name of a boy. And I know this boy. I know this boy's family. I know this boy's mother, father, brothers. Ooh, that's stunning. And it says he went missing on August 31st. and today is October 11th. And so when I heard about, I never saw this, but I heard about this, and I know him. I babysitted this kid. Come on, I know who he is. I've seen him walking in across, down my street. I've seen him. I know who he is. All you have to tell me is his name, and I can tell you what kind of fucking life he's lived. Okay, or a girl, or a man, or a woman, or an old woman, or old man. Doesn't matter. I can pretty much tell you. And this guy's had it rough. Like I had it rough. He had it rough. Has it rough still, I do suppose. And so he was missing. And I heard about this back a couple months ago. Not couple, but back then I heard about it when it happened. And so I was like, yeah, I bet you he just said, fuck it, I've had enough, I'm out of here. And he bounced. And that's how I put it. And I left it there. I was like, I don't blame him. Even though he's young, I said I don't blame him, because if I could have, I would have too. When I was his age, I would have bounced right up out of here. And so immediately I freak out because I heard about this happening, but I figured he'd come home. There was nothing else said about it, right? So I see this post, and it's from 4029, and this is hundreds of miles away, right? And that they reach thousands and thousands of more people way up north, and in Oklahoma and Missouri, Kansas or something like that, Missouri. And it was like, oh shit, here it is, it's October 11th, and he's still missing. So I kind of freaked out a little bit, because I was like, oh god, this kid, he didn't just bounce, like so many want to. Somebody got him or whatever, and he's locked in a fucking basement or something, and they're telling him to put lotion on his skin. But I like freaked out a little bit, and I never went to his Facebook before. I'd never been on this boy's Facebook, even though I know who he is, I know his whole entire family. But I never creeped his Facebook because he's a young guy. And so I went to his Facebook, and let's see what he had posts. There was posts, like post 6 hours ago, and it post 8 hours ago, and posts for the previous days. And then I got down to like the 8th, 7th, 8th, and he had made a post saying, I am not missing, I'm a runaway. And it kept going. And he said it said he did contact his parole officer. He did say that he's not missing, he's not in danger, this and that, this and that. And it's still here today. I get this and I freak out, like thinking he was dead or worse. And I feel bad for him, because I know the life he's led. I know it 100%, And I don't think he's come back to Arkansas yet. And I sent him a message and I said, look dude, I don't want you to be freaked, but this was posted on my wall. They're still saying you're missing. It's spreading. I babysitted you when you were like 2 or 3 years old. I know your entire family, blah blah blah. Yeah. So anyways, that kind of, I was going to show you it, but I'm not going to show you it because I don't want to invade his privacy. But he's, that name, we know that name is known in this town. They can't, nobody will ever let certain people in certain families catch a break. It's like you always got to fuck with somebody in this family. Kind of that way with me, with my brother though. In trouble, I never did get in trouble. Don't get in trouble. Stay out of trouble. Now. But I feel bad for him, because now he said it in his post, he's instantly pretty much labeled, I feel bad. And he wants to go into the Marines or something like that, and I was like, that's good, that's really good, you need to straighten up, buddy, and you'll be able to go into it. But it freaked me out. That's why I didn't have a good morning. A little bit. I was like, okay for the first, and then I turned my computer on, and he's dead. No, and I know the kid, know him. Anyways, so that's that. I'll be moved soon. Right now, Mom is doing all of her moving, and they're getting all of her stuff first. because she's gonna have to stay up there. Somebody's gotta stay there with all this stuff. And then we're gonna start getting my stuff. And I'm not gonna take a lot. I'm gonna take the couch, the chair. There's a desk there. There's one of them plastic 3 things there. I got one in my bedroom. I got a dresser, my bed, side table, that chair, a couple fans, plants, shelves, you know, dishes, that shit, clothes. But it's not like a huge move. It's not like a really huge move. I don't have a lot of stuff. And old Bessie here, she's staying. You know, she's too heavy to move. Anyways, I did film yesterday. I was at the property yesterday and I did film, so I don't know if you'll see this first or if you'll see that first. But I'm gonna go. Just wanted to vlog because I don't know what I'm gonna get out to you the rest of this month, because we're not gonna have enough money to get internet right away. I don't think. So it is what it is. Love you guys. Peace. And I'll see you again soon.